Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice. Because today is Friday, and that means another episode of Frightful Fridays, in which I will be reviewing a movie called Devon. Devon, not quite sure. 2024 movie, which was on, I think I got it on Amazon Prime. I think it was through the Screenbox thing part. I'm not sure. It's an hour and 12 minutes long. It stars a bunch of people who I'm sure no one's ever heard of. And after this movie, you still won't. Like I said, it was an hour and 12 minutes long, and that was an hour and 12 minutes too long. Let me give the breakdown of this movie. It is 5 people respond to an ad on the internet from a family offering, I think it's $100,000, to get some information on their daughter who was in an asylum that had shut down years, like 20 years before, and they're looking for information on her. And, I guess after 20 years, they're looking to try and find some proof that she's still alive or something like that. And I guess they each individually contacted the family, and they all were to show up at this place and then try and get proof that she was there or still alive. Each one of these people has a video camera. I don't know why they all have a video camera. And they go in there, and it's and a map of a crude map of the asylum. And of course, stuff goes wrong. So it's a crude, not crude as in vulgar, but crude as in not well made, found footage movie. With the characters who are not well done. You have one who is this stereotypical over the top gay guy. You've seen him a zillion times before in TV shows that I thought they didn't do this type of stuff anymore, but he was just completely over the top and doesn't exist like this out in the real world. It's just like a parody of, and another woman who is, she needed the money that was offered because she was cut off from her family, and so of course this is going to be something that she does to, hey, I can do this, something I've never done before, and split $100,000 between people and show my parents that I can do something, and a couple other people that aren't really well developed. And so they go in and then they go into this place and get trapped inside while trying to look for this, get proof about this person still possibly being alive. I mean, they knew that this girl was there, and why they would be having someone go back to this place. These people weren't smart enough to figure out that, it's been 20 years. Why would, there be, even if there was proof that this girl was still alive, then it's been 20 years, so that doesn't mean that she's still alive now. So that right there just shows that this movie doesn't make any sense. The rest of the movie makes less sense than that. So like I said, the characters are over the top, poorly developed, and then the plot from there just goes completely off the wall. Off the wall. They get in there and they go inside, and they're supposed to be. They have this map. They're supposed to showing whatever. And so they no power in the place, and they go in and so it's really dark, and they're just each person has a video camera, like I said, and so a lot of what you're seeing is just dark with little like searchlights and stuff, so you're not seeing much. So it's not really shot well. And they're going in, and like doors get stuck behind them, and then they get kind of, they say they're stuck in this room, so they can't go anymore. And then a couple of people leave, and other people leave. They come back, but they're still stuck. They can't go anywhere to try and get out. But then they can come and go as they want. And so they're going from panicking about the stuff to, oh, let's just sit down and take time to get to know each other. So you get to hear each person's story. And then it goes back to them running around and jump scares of stuff that happens out of the light, out of the view. And then you'll see a little, like a little something dart across the screen. And they're either whispering or screaming. And, I'm feeling this review is just as scattered as this movie because it was horrible. Like, like I said, you have the over-the-top gay guy. There's another woman who's a mother who's trying to use this money to help raise her kid, but she's always talking with her hands. She can't do anything without just doing super stereotypical Italian who always talks with their hands, and you can't just say anything without gesturing and motioning with their hands. And she's also got I guess what's supposed to be a tattoo on her arm because she's got this, like a tank top. And it looks like how like if you get a drop of water on your shoulder and then it's a little dirty and you just it runs down and there's a little trail of dirt, down there. It sort of looks like that. It's horrible. Really distracting. I guess sort of like the part of this review right here. So between these poorly written characters, between the plot where things happen because they have to, okay, we're supposed to be going in and trying to find this person's alive, but then we were stuck in a room, and why are they going in there at night? or it was during the day, first of all, but then they get stuck there at night. They get stuck there so they don't. A couple doors slam on their own when they're there, and they just give up trying to do anything, and they say, okay, we can't get out, but that's just because one or two doors shut, and they can run out into other hallways. Why not go in the other hallways and try and find a way out? So that is not that was a stupid choice on the writers. You guys, excuse me. Then you get, they're having, they're having all these issues where things are happening, and they just have this little, okay, well, we can't get anywhere, let's just sit down and get to know each other, and oh, look, I brought a Ouija board, though they call it a spirit board. Let's play that. Sure, why not? That's conducive to helping us on our mission to find proof that this woman was there 25 years ago, which we already knew that she was. It's like the only reason that this was done, I guess, was to, hey, let's unleash some possible spirits or ghosts. And then it's back to screaming and whispering at each other again, and getting overly emotional when people you've known for 3 hours disappear, or you get separated from them for 10-15 minutes at a time. It was just bad. The writing is bad. The acting is bad. It's a couple of people, a bunch of people walking around with video cameras, and all you can see is the little searchlights from when they're turning. And then they're, why are you doing this? Why did I do this? And no, I cannot recommend this movie any less. There's just, don't watch it. Don't. Now, I've never really given this any thought as to how low I'd go on a scale of up to 5 for movie reviews. I never thought that I'd decide whether I needed to start on a 1 or a 0. But because of this movie, I'm going to have it start at 0 and give it a 0.5. Because at least the person who wrote, directed, and one of the things, so at least she got a movie done and wrote it and got it done. I haven't done. So you got to give some modicum of credit for that, just because I'm feeling generous. But, no, just Devon. Don't waste your time. Sit on the couch and stare at the blank TV for an hour and 12 minutes. That'll be better. No, can't do it. Save yourself the disappointment. But anyway, let me know if you saw it. And if you did, let me know if you agree with me. Like, subscribe, hopefully share, and most of all, try and enjoy your horror movies. But not this one.